Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are just going to go through some odds and ends that I've picked out of some of the jewellery. As I've been collecting in jewellery from like charity shops and job lots, there's obviously some odds and ends which are not sellable, or that I'd like to, or I've tried to sell and they're not selling or whatever. A lot of it's just odds and ends, and that I can use to make other jewellery, which is something I like to do as well. So what we're going to do is, let me empty this out. We're just going to take apart what I have here and sort it into, I've got some trays that these trays just stack up on top of each other, and then it's got like a little lid. So they're excellent for like keeping beads and bits and bobs like that. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And there's mainly just to scour this stuff for beads that can be used. Like say for example, this one's got some quite nice beads on there. This necklace I wouldn't really sell, so I think I'm going to take some of the charms off it. Just stuff like that, you know. I've got these earrings, I need to replace the hooks on them, and some of the let me see, yeah, some of the stones have come out of these ones, but I want to wear them myself, so they need a bit of, I need to take the hooks off and replace the hooks, but I'm not going to replace the hooks in this video. I'm just going to literally probably just take them off or not. As you can see, we're having a bit of a rainy day today. The weather in the UK has been not very good. Right, so I have everything here ready to get going. The first thing we're going to look at is this bracelet. This bracelet has some nice little chips on there that we can use for something else. Some volcanic rock on here, and some glass beads here that probably need a little clean as well. And this is just plastic beads. Alright, so I have my dog here, and basically he's very he's 15. He was 15, turned 15 yesterday, but yesterday we had to take him to the vet because he lost the use of his back legs and kept collapsing on the floor for like 24 hours. He couldn't even get up. Then he did start getting up, and he's not really that stable, so we took him to the vets anyway. They said that he needs to be put down, which obviously we are prepared for. We took him on as a senior dog because he's been in my partner's family since he was a puppy. Then we took him in when his own owner who's looking after him passed away, so we've had him a couple of years. So we took him on as a senior dog, so it's nothing that we're not expecting. And obviously, you know, our kids are highly aware that he's a senior dog, but they wanted to put him down yesterday, but we brought him home because obviously we've got kids to have to speak to first to say like the time's come, and so we are going to have to get him put down like probably within the next week or two. So that's been a bit tricky to navigate. So if you do hear him moaning in the background, I'll probably edit it out, but if I can. But he's I did give him his pain meds, but he's in a little bit of pain, so he does moan, but I can't move him anywhere else. So if you do hear him in the background, that's what that is. Anyway, so I've cut the string on that. So what I'm going to do, I've got quite a lot of sections in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some more. I'm trying to do this in a way. This is actually more difficult to film than I thought. Like getting the angle and everything. I need to sort this. I need to sort out a better tripod. Anyway, but I'll show you the overview of it. So I'm going to put the larger beads in like one thing, and I'm just going to put that. There's some little silver findings, like little silver, like that handy for like bracelets. I'm just going to put them separately. I have got some other trays like this with smaller compartments, so I may rearrange this, but for now, just for this, what we're doing now, I'm just going to put everything in here, and then we'll just review it after, when we actually get more of all of this stuff apart. So we'll put the chips separately as well, and then we'll put the plastic beads here in this one. So that's that first one. So yeah, also what's been going on, so yeah, we've just put some stuff in there. So yeah, also what's been going on is I usually source jewellery once a month. In the middle of the month I will get source jewellery, and a month kind of cleaning, sorting, filming and stuff like that, and listing. So it gives me an opportunity to, you know, keep up with the stock. So what I'm doing, so I thought I'd do this video just to update you a little bit on how things are gonna really work on the channel. So there's not gonna be like, there will be hauls if I've got the jewellery to show. If I haven't got the jewellery to show, I'll probably just do either not post or do videos like this where I'm just sorting jewellery, taking it apart, making jewellery. Could always do some videos when I'm like using this stuff to make new jewellery. There'll be other content, you know. I'm just gonna diversify the content a little bit, so to make the channel a bit more interesting. This isn't my first YouTube channel, so you know, I'm quite aware of the fact that you have to post consistently and have content to keep the channel obviously relevant and people interested. So there will be it will all be centered around jewellery, but it just won't be constant jewellery hauls. Yeah, so this one has some really pretty beads on there. I'm just taking them off this ribbon, and I think we can make some nice bracelets from these beads. Actually, I'm quite excited to make some new jewellery out of these, so I'll try to film that as well. I need to sort out my filming setup for that sort of thing, because I need a taller tripod basically. So yeah, but the next video, so where are we now? We're getting to mid-month. So next Friday I'm going to be doing the charity shop rounds. Now I could film the charity shop rounds, but it's easier for me not to because, well, I don't know, I could, we'll see, because when I go to the charity shops, they're quite quiet, so I could film in them, like a little, I wouldn't be talking because obviously there are people around. Some of them are more busier than others, to be honest, but maybe we'll see if I can pick up any footage. But I can't promise you that. But anyway, next Friday is the charity shop runs, so I'll be doing all of the charity shops in my area on Friday and picking up what I can. I'm starting to get a little bit more selective about what I do pick up, because I don't want a whole load of jewellery just sitting there and no one's interested in it. And obviously I'm trying to stick to more vintage jewellery than modern jewellery, although I have picked up a few modern pieces, but they're very slow to sell. You know, if I put them on like Vinted, some pieces, yes, they do go, but they're not, you know, they're not really selling that quick enough for me to keep buying them. So I'm starting to get a little bit more selective about what I am picking up at charity shops as well. And what else? And also, yes, I'm also looking for a large vintage job lot as well, so I'm going to be trying to source that. I've got my eye on, I think I've got my eye on one or two that's ending this week. So from a particular source that usually has good stuff. Where they're getting that stuff from, I'm not sure, but it's a very good lot, because a pearl necklace I had in the last, there's two things, there was 3 valuable things in that job lot that I showed in my vintage job lot video. And there was a pearl necklace that I thought was not real. It's actually an Okaya, something like that, pearl necklace, and that's worth a few £100, and I thought it was just faux pearls. But then when I tested the pearls, they were real, and then I looked more into it. I've got an initial appraisal for that necklace. I need to get, I'm trying to get the necklace appraised properly, so I know so I can decide if I want to sell it online or offline, etc., etc., how much it's actually worth. The other piece is that Tetsuko service tie pin. That's worth a few £100. I need to get that properly valued. I'd like to sell that in the right place so the right person buys it, because there's obviously people that collect that type of thing. We're probably looking at an American market for that. So I'm not sure what I'm doing with that, but I need a proper valuation. I can't get a precise valuation by looking on myself. I can get a rough idea, and I did do a rough online valuation. That's also worth, I know for sure that those two items are worth a few £100, but exactly what to sell them for, that's what I need to establish. These are a bit useless, a bit old. So I would like to take these beads off this this necklace. It's actually quite pretty, but obviously, I don't know if you can see it properly. There. But obviously the chains that, I think the chain's supposed to be that colour, but there's not really much I can do with that chain. So I think taking the beads off, because the beads are already on little, if you look at I don't know if you can see, but they're already on like little hooks and things. So all I need to do is take them off the necklace, and they can be used for like either little clip-on charms. I might put these as clip-on charms, or a charm bracelet type thing. Either way, I need to get these beads off these necklace, which I don't think I'm going to do right this second, because it looks like it's going to be hard work, but I'm going to show you anyway that I'm going to use these beads. If I can do it in the video, I will, but just to speed things along a bit, because this is just supposed to be like a quick video in between my hauls. So yeah, getting back on track with the hauls. So yeah, so the next videos I'm probably going to film are my charity shop haul videos for next week, but I don't know whether it actually go up next week, either next week or the week after. And then I will, if I get the vintage job lot, that will probably span for the following weeks. So I'm looking at 1 or 2 vintage job lots, to be honest with you, like a good stock. I need a good stock of jewellery, vintage jewellery and not modern jewellery. So I'm looking to invest a little bit this month, so be on the lookout for those videos. Yeah, just need to loosen this out. So yeah, there are some haul videos coming, is what I'm saying, and that's the schedule. Charity shop video, charity shop scouting this Friday, and then I'm going to be sourcing vintage job lots during this week coming up, and then obviously I have to wait for the delivery of those. Then I will do a video sorting them out, so that will be like the up and coming content. What else? There was something else I was gonna mention. Oh yeah, I'm also on the lookout for some compacts. I've got 2 compacts in my Etsy shop. One's a Stratton, and it's got a box and everything, and that's on there. It is getting a lot of attention, but no one's actually made the purchase yet. And then I've got a Laura Ashley rare compact on there as well, which is in person, and it's in excellent condition. That Laura Ashley compact. Hopefully that will sell at some point. It's rare as well. I've not found another one in sight. Like where that compact came from, I don't know, but unless it's from a different country, that's why it's not showing up in my Google searches, like another European country, I'm not sure, which may explain why I can't find anything. So but I would like to get some more Stratton compacts as well. I'm on the lookout for those. But yeah, so those are the types of things I'm on the hunt for at the moment. This is a bit, yeah, so I'm just loosening this, and because I want these beads off. These are just plastic beads, they're not anything exciting, but they're pretty, you know. So, but I want to keep those, you see the top findings, I just want to keep those on there. So yeah, other than that, that is basically the state of play for what I'm up to jewellery wise. And I've told you about our dog, and yeah, that's about it. The weather's just been rubbish, as I showed you. So yeah, I'm looking to make some jewellery to go I'll probably sell it via Vinted, to be honest. It's not if it's made out of vintage, I suppose if the jewellery's made out of vintage bits and pieces, then it could possibly go on my Etsy, depending on how it turns out. Otherwise it will just be on my Vinted. But I'll probably do another video to update you on what I actually do with these beads. That's pretty, so that's just going to go there. Then what's left of that is just some chains, which we're just gonna put that in a separate. I don't like to like just chuck stuff away, because everything's got a use. I'm just going to chuck them there for now, unless I really like, I've never chucked anything away like to do with jewellery, unless I'm really like, it's really no use for it. Then like this heart is, I don't know whether the person's bit it or it's supposed to be like, it's a bit beaten up, this heart. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that or whether it's been bitten. I don't know. It might actually supposed to be like that. I don't know. But anyway, it's coming off these little, so there's 3 charms. So I'm just going to take these charms off, and then I'm going to do those as clip thing. Maybe some you know, like little I said it earlier, my brain is just not working. Some charms anyway, some clip-on charms. So let me just take this off there, and then I'll put that there in there. But yeah, so anything leftover jewellery and stuff like this, I'm just gonna, I just take all the stuff off basically and use it for other things and recreate. Yep, so that's the little piece. So yeah, they could probably be like clip-on charms is what I think I meant. Open up this one, because I've got lots of jewellery making stuff from previous, that I've had just sitting there, which I've intended to make jewellery from, but I've never got round to it. Can this one open? This one doesn't open. Oh no, it's this bit I need to open. So yeah, we'll just open that. Oh, another thing that I found in which in my vintage job lot video, which I don't think I went into or even put information about. It was some Trafari clips. Was some Trafari. It's like a brooch, but then it turns into dress clips. That's in my Etsy shop at the moment. That was a good find, because that's like worth a few bob. I don't know, I think this is M&S actually. So yeah, the next one we're going to do is this. I've tried to sell this, but no one's interested. I'm not going to wear it, so I think we're going to break that down and make some other bits with it, because it's got some pretty little wooden beads. So this is good, a good source of beads here. So we're just going to cut this like that, and then we're going to empty it straight, try and empty all of the beads into one pot, and then we can sort them out from there. I'm trying to do this so that you guys can see. ASMR. Oh, look at that bead, it's quite pretty. And then it's all falling on the other side, and then we're doing this. There's some very pretty beads on here, so I'm sure we can make something pretty. Right, so we've got a few ones left. A few of them fell in there, but that's fine. Let me just, where's my scissors? These scissors are pretty, I've had these for absolute years. Many a projects they've been assisting me in. So we'll just cut this here. If it will cut, it's like the wire, plastic wire. Let's put that aside, and then we'll empty these beads into here. some pretty beads. So let's put that in my little finished with pile. So yeah, we've got a nice few beads there, which is, this is plastic. It looks more blue on camera, but it's actually turquoise. It's actually a turquoise colour. It's funny how it's not, I think my camera's picking up a more cooler tone than what things actually are. So this is actually more turquoise. I don't know whether it's because I've got the main light on because it's raining, so I've got no sunlight, which I like to film or take photos in natural sunlight, but there's none today, so I've had to put the main light on. This one's a bit more of a truer colour to how it actually is. Then we've got this round one there. Pretty. Oh, there's loads, some wooden ones. So there's lots in there. So I'm going to sort those out in a second. So we've got this one. It's got clay beads on there. So we're just going to, oops, let's not lose the little tiny beads because they come in handy. So the next one is this clay bead necklace, which when I saw this, I always knew I was going to take the beads off it. Is it clay or glass or porcelain? Actually not clay beads, these are porcelain. I'm thinking of, oh, it's here. It's not that one. This one I think is glass beads. Very pretty. So we're going to take all of these little, we're just going to take this whole thing apart. So we're going to put this in another little tray. It's quite exciting to have so much beads to play with. So we'll just start another tray because that one's getting a bit full. So yeah, we're just going to basically cut this all off and put them in the pot. So how am I going to do this so I can actually share what I'm doing? Just cut these little knots off. These scissors are not actually proving to be very sharp. Let's try these. That's it, give it a good old slice. Yeah, so these are nice little, is that plastic or wooden? Can't even tell. I think this is a plastic bead, which is quite good. So put those in there. I'm going to have fun with all of this. And let's take this knot off. Then we've got this little gold bit there, that's pretty. I need to cut the knot off, it's tied on by a knot. Obviously, I think this is just handmade as well. There's no tag or anything like that on it. So someone's obviously made this as well. But I'd hate to take apart someone's creation, but we're recycling so that we can put it all back to use again. So either I or someone else can wear the jewellery once again. So yeah, these. So look, they're not. I'm trying to see the material of this. It's hard to tell. Is this clay or not? Hold on. Yeah, I think it's definitely glass. Anyway, it's pretty, very pretty. So we got, take those ones off. Another one. Another little gold bit. The string can just go there. And then we just got these last little bits. Where's my scissors? Let's use these ones. And then we just take all of these off at once. And then we've got some nice little yellow ones as well. That one's a bit chipped, but that doesn't matter. So we'll take these yellow ones off. And that is that. That's that one. And then I'll show you the clay one I was talking about. That's this one. How exciting. So yeah, these ones are clay beads. Hand painted clay beads. Very nice. This is going to be satisfying to take off as well because we're just going to cut it and it's going to go in the next pot here. I'm tangled. Help. Help. Right, let's just cut that off. Right, are we ready Whoa, because they're quite heavy because they're clay. They just zoomed off there. Nice. So we've got some nice little red ones as well. That's a pretty one. Then we've got some brass ones as well. These are nice. Some very nice beads. Exciting. I may even source more kind of jewellery like that just to take apart and remake jewellery from. So I can, and then I obviously can do more content with that as well and get some nice jewellery out of it. So I might do that as well actually. There we go. Right. So we are looking nice and full in those trays. Very nice. So the next one is this one. If you notice, they're all on like string or like this cord. So people are not genuinely interested in buying these types of necklaces, to be honest, or they sell but they take ages to sell, so you might as well just remake them into something a bit more appealing, should I say. So we're going to take this off. I like these square, I think these might be some sort of clay as well. They've got, if you look, I'm really not sure. I'm not an expert when it comes to beads. These mesh beads are nice. Very nice. So put that there. Mesh bead. Then we've got some circular ones here. So we're just going to do the same thing. Cut the tops off and put them in. I'm going to chop the tops off and empty them in there. Lovely jubbly. So yeah, let me know if you like this type of chatty kind of relaxed video of me doing this. Hopefully you do. And also yeah, just let me know. Any feedback on my videos is always helpful. So that's that. Put that string over there. So we're looking very nice here. And then we've only got a couple more pieces left. So we've got this pendant, which I'm going to take off this string. It's got like a leather and chain on there. So, and then we've got some like this kind of thing. We've got a clasp here, which I'm just going to keep aside as well. Let me just check how we're going to deal with. So let me just cut this leather strap off. Let's see what we can salvage from this necklace. Because this leather strap isn't in great condition, which is why I've not considered it to resell on, rehome. But this pendant can be put on something else and rehomed. I need to clean up the back of it a bit. Probably polish that up with some brass polish. One thing I love doing is polishing brass. Actually, that reminds me, I did clean up a bangle, when I was doing photos for listings. So I'm going to put that at the end. I'm going to put that at the end of this video for some satisfying before and after clips on there, for you to see how it turned out after I polished it. And it'll be listed, and then the bracelet will be listed in my Etsy shop during the week when I do listings. Right, so I need to, what is going on here? I think I just need to break. Okay, so we are coming to the end now. So we've got these earrings left, which I really like. So I'm going, all the little stones are missing, the masquerade stones are missing. I need to change these wires. I don't like these hooks, so I've got my own hooks I'm going to put on here, and we're just going to clean these up a bit and then I'll wear them. So I'm going to put them here, and then like I showed you in the beginning, we've got this necklace, but I'm not going to bore you with trying to take these things off, but I really like all the beads and things on here, so I'm going to take those all off and add them to my little collection. So we'll just put them, earrings there, and that in there. So that rounds up today's what's the word? There's a word for harvesting, that's it. that rounds up today's harvesting. So I've got all of these beads and bits to use. So let's just have a closer look. I'm going to sort these out, possibly. So we've got that necklace there, so we've got all the beads from there. We've got that necklace there, we've got lots of nice lovely beads from there. Pretty beads from here. 2 pendants to sort of clean and put on necklaces. These are all the little chains and bits and bobs in there. That's my earrings that I need to sort out. That's the necklace I just showed you. That's the bracelet, the bigger beads from that bracelet. The smaller beads, the chips from that bracelet. Oh, it's not focusing. The chips from that bracelet. Those plastic beads. I think these are like a mixture of glass and plastic beads. Then we've got this chunky necklace with loads of plastic and wooden beads there, and then some little bits and bobs here. So that concludes today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll come back. The next few videos will probably be hauls. Like I said, charity shop haul, and I'm gonna try and source. If I can't find good vintage job lots, I'm not gonna just buy for the sake of buying. But let's see what I come back with, and then we'll sprinkle in a few of these types of videos as well. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss future videos, and have a good day. Bye bye bye.